Let me see. I can't hear you. Is your mic on? Oh, let me make sure my volume is set. No. Oh, I don't want to add you to the stream yet. So in your settings, when you look, let me see your mic. No, and your video is there. So I see your video, but I don't see your mic. I mean, I don't hear your volume. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, put up one finger. You can't hear me either, huh? Let me see. Broadcast. All right. I'm gonna put you on the stream.
You're bringing me up. There you
I'm
go.
bringing you. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you hear me?
yeah. I can hear you fine. That's what I was saying. That I was hoping it was going to be a situation sort of like a Bobby OJ, where you bring people up and then they go down and somebody else come up. Like a Bobby OJ sort of thing.
Yeah, I think that's good. We can bring people up. Let me go. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're in the comments. Okay, let me see. All right. Hey, hi Tia. Hi Zubaida. Okay, and they can hear us. Okay, well
Okay.
great. Okay, so let's wait for a couple more people to come in. Ooh, I see somebody. Jasmine is here. Hi, Jasmine. Thank you all. We're gonna have a nice, lovely discussion. OMG! Oh, let me put the. I'm gonna put the comments on the screen. Can you
Okay.
see that?
Now I can see the people that have come up. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So who is that? Who made the comment?
Not just see Tia. Oh, Tia is hello Tia. How you doing?
Okay. This is what. Okay. She said, "How did you get a feature?" Oh. Tia, if you want to come up, I can. I'm gonna drop the link. You can come up. I think I can have up to 6 people on screen at a time. Are you interested in coming up? All right. Okay. All righty. So let's get
Mhm.
started. So I watched that the 60 minutes thing about the social media,
Mhm.
and it was very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've always wondered, like, social media boon or bane, meaning is it a good thing or a bad thing? I think when used properly, I think social media is great. It connects people, but some
Absolutely.
people have sort of weaponized it, and I think that's a bad thing. You know?
The main thing the study was saying is that people seem to gravitate toward the negative. So I have to wonder why does the negative entice us more than positive stuff? If you put a positive story out, nobody's trying to look at it. Like nobody probably trying to look at this because it's not nothing negative. So
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Like I think there's an old saying that goes like, a lie can make its way around the world before the truth can even get its shoes on, and then that's true. For some reason, I don't know if that's the nature of people or what, but they do. They sort of gravitate toward the negative, and that's a shame.
it is. It is a shame.
Yeah.
It is a shame. And I was, I watched it in the part they were talking about, because you're right, it can be used for good. They were talking about the TikTok algorithm, how over here in the United States, they have it where the young people are just watching an endless, all day long.
Hmm.
And their aspiration as a result of watching it is to want to be an influencer. And
Hmm.
over in China, they got a TikTok. They call it, the man called it TikTok on spinach.
Hmm.
And he said that on there, they show them how to do science experiments and political information. And as a result, the kids over there, um, and that's right, Jasmine, negativity is
Hmm.
familiar. The kids over there, as a result, their highest aspiration is to be astronauts. So,
Hmm.
hi,
Hmm.
Lynette.
Hmm. And I think sadly, and I think it's been found that uh, in a lot of cases, some of the stuff that you're seeing out there is being put out there by Russian bots and whatnot. And I think it's a shame. Us, our young people, some people, they will believe anything that they're so gullible. So, they see it out there and they take it for fact. And in all actuality, they're being manipulated, by
Mhm.
foreign governments and whatnot. And I don't know. I think the onus should be on young people to just don't take something for face value just because you see something out on Facebook or you see something in a tweet. Don't take it to fact. Do some research. Do some research. Check stuff out.
That's true. You're right. We need to do research. We need to do better research.
Yes,
But
sadly, we tend to get lazy and whatnot, and we allow people to think for us, and I think that's bad. That's really bad.
so, which side are you on? Because you sound like you're in the middle. So, are you pro? Are you con? What are you when it comes to
I think I'm in the middle because I know there's some good because I think you can go out there, and one of the things that I do is people put photographs, and what I'll do, I'll go up and I'll bring them down and I'll put them out on my hard drive on my computer because
Oh,
they're priceless,
okay.
Pictures of loved ones that are no longer with us,
Hey,
photographs
Chris.
of celebrations. So yeah,
Yes.
trying to put them on my C drive.
And that's what I was going to do. I had some old photos I was going through, and I was thinking, oh, I want to take the photos and put them on Facebook because to share them with other people. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, T is right. She said because we are messed up people. That's why we like the drama, the negative drama, because we're messed up people.
Yeah, but then I think we have to work to try to overcome that. Yeah, but there is some good stuff, and I would hope that anybody that uses it for good, not the negative side of it. Take the good,
Yes,
and leave
take
the
the
bad.
good. Take the good. I was reading the comments. Lynette, do you want to stay anonymous? Because I was going to put your comment on the screen. So let me know. And anybody want to come up, let me know. Matter of fact, okay, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to drop the link in, let me see, copy it. All right, let me see. And I think I can put it here. Let me see, Control V. Okay, so I dropped the link to come up for anybody who wants to come up is welcome. Just let me know. I think we can have 6 people up here at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw some real interesting comments in the chat. That some people think they think social media is the devil.
Well, come up and talk
Thank
about
you.
it. Come up and talk about it. Don't
Yeah, somebody come up here and talk about it with me.
don't be a wall crawler.
That's right. Okay, we will. We can do it again when you can come up. I don't know. Like I said, I think social media can be used as a wonderful tool. And I was looking up information about the algorithm, how that the algorithm is. It says that the algorithm is just. Seems like it's just a computer program that solves a problem and does a set of data numbers. And I just don't understand how it can run us so much. I mean, sometimes you open up your phone and it has something that you really didn't look up. Oh, hit the like button that you and subscribe to if you want. Please, that would be appreciated. But what I was going to say, it's just amazing how the algorithm pushes us toward things. Sometimes something comes up, I'm like, well, was I really interested in that, or did I click on it because it was there, or did the algorithm know that was something in my mind?
I've noticed the same thing. I know sometimes when I'm going out and I'm getting ready to browse something, even before I can get through typing it in, it's popped it up, and it's really, really spooky. I said, how did it know that was what I was going for?
You're right. It is spooky because it makes me think. Okay, is this thing reading my mind, or is it controlling my mind? So is it reading my mind, or is it influencing my mind? Either way, it's scary.
Exactly. Sadly, I think I remember when I was a kid, and I was thinking, oh, when the year 2000 gets here, we're gonna have flying cars, and we're gonna be doing all of this and all of that. None of that materialized. The only thing that did materialize is computers. computers have, they made leaps and bounds. Really,
Yes,
it's all
they have.
whatnot. It makes you wonder one day, are they gonna take over the world?
They are actually. I was reading something today at MIT. They have a new, what is it called? It's a new program, a new algorithm. It's called Liquid Neural Net. So this thing can, this algorithm can get information, and at the same time, it can use to assess and change. Like, other algorithms now are just straightforward. They keep just doing the same thing over and over. But
Yeah.
this one gets a piece of information, like our brains, it learns, and then it changes to adapt.
Yeah.
And they said that's what they're going to be using for robotics. And yes, SA is Sula, right? That's SA.
Say that is very, very true. What SA said, that it is a powerful tool, but like anything, it can be corrupted and used for the wrong purposes. You're right. If man can touch it, man will corrupt it and whatnot. So that's real true.
And this is also true. Also, our devices are listening all the time. And I think there's some devices that we don't even think of that may have microphones in them, and you're not interested. Like, I don't want to have Alexa, or I don't use Siri, but I'm sure my phone is still listening to me, even though I don't have Alexa.
You're probably right. Like I said, definitely Alexa, she's always listening and whatnot. If she's listening, who else is listening?
Okay, Chris. So algorithm can help business depending on your audience.
That's true.
Okay. But do we control the algorithm, or does it, or it just goes on its own, right? Because it's just picking up data. Oh,
that is controlling the algorithm. And I'm telling you, it's like I said, it's like almost like we're being manipulated. And I don't like being manipulated, but hey, sometimes you're being manipulated and don't even know it.
Exactly. You don't even know you're being manipulated. And yet, Tia, it said, yes, data is the new currency. We have up everything.
Yeah, giving up everything. Yeah.
We're giving up. Okay, we're giving up everything. You're right. We have given up our right to privacy. Yeah, we're giving up our right to privacy. I mean, I know there's some conspiracy theorists out there, but that think that they're tracking us all the time. They are tracking us, and actually, we're paying for the privilege to be tracked. So we have this device. You tracking me, and I'm paying you to track me, and then I'm accessing apps and whatever else stuff, so you can track me some more.
And have you noticed when you're out? Have you noticed that you're seeing people in your travels out and about? Everybody has got their face in their phone. Have you noticed?
I do.
There's an excellent book about Stephen King made into a movie. It's called Cell, and I would
like CELL.
CELL.
Okay.
The book written by Stephen King. It was made into a movie. I would suggest people. I would recommend people seeing it, reading the book or seeing the movie. I think it's very, very great. It's good. It's a good movie and also a good book, and I think it's sort of relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Has anybody out there seen Cell or read the book Cell by Stephen King?
Has anybody seen Cell or read Cell? I thought Tula was a big Stephen King fan, right? Tia, yes. Tia has. That's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah. She said yes. Tia said yes, and she said that's what she meant. I'm gonna have to type the name out for me because he's spelling it, but my ears are not working. I can't hear it. So Sula said young people are using to get other locations and to taunt one another. Wow. Which in some cases perpetrates a violent cycle. Wow.
What happened?
No, he was just saying that young people are using their their cell phones, their devices to get others' locations and to taunt them, which is what happened? Oh, you mean with your okay, just click back on the link again, and the link is, if anybody wants to come up there, they're welcome. I think I dropped the link, and I'll drop it again in the comments. Let me see. Oh, CELL, like an organism cell. Okay, let me bring you back up. All right, I'm gonna bring you back.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is a learning curve. So and this is just for fun, a learning.
Right.
Curve.
What essays was Sula? Is that say?
Tula, is that sad?
Yeah, it's so true of what you said, Salaudin. Yes. Yeah, I think like people, because of these so Facebook and Instagram, people have lost their lives and whatnot, you know.
Mm.
And another thing that I think that is so dumb about it, these stupid people, they film themselves committing a crime and put it up on social media. So they really make the police's job a lot easier.
So what do you think they do that? Oh, okay. Hey, Shay, thank you. Thank you. How are you this evening?
Hey y'all, I'm
Hey,
alright.
hey.
I'm a little tired. I just got off work, but I'm so excited on this. I love this. I love joining.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and like you were saying, people don't talk to each other anymore.
Yeah.
I think they've almost lost the ability to have like civil conversation. I can say from my sons are they're not conversationalists. They're not social.
Yeah, you're right. I think that is one of the ills of social media. I think people have lost the ability to conversate. You know, if they can't type it on, if they can't Instagram it, or said it with a text, it ain't gonna get said.
I was gonna say that. I was like, to your topic, social media has definitely had a negative effect on human connection, or like me and my friend talking about Christmas cards this morning at work, and she's the type of person, she was sitting there writing addresses on letters, and I was like, you sitting out like you can write, like it was like 40 people.
Wow.
And I was like, you know how families will take a Christmas photo by their tree and you'll just put it on Facebook and say Merry Christmas, everybody. But she's like sending out, you know, the family Christmas photo to all the family. And I was like, that's really nice, and I would love to do that. I would love to have that kind of time on my
exactly. Do you have that kind of time? I mean,
I'm gonna make time. I'm gonna do it. So be expecting my Christmas cards, family. I'm gonna.
Okay. I know you're gonna have beautiful pictures. I know they're beautiful.
There you go.
I just put it now.
You did. You don't have to do it now. But did your friend, does she have children? What is her life like? Because life is so hectic. She had plenty of time.
She got a young 29-year-old living in New York City, number time on her hand.
Yeah, she could. She could dress your cars, my cars, and everybody else's cars.
Yes,
that is sweet. It is sweet. It is sweet.
But I did come on to share that I did do like a little, I guess if you want to call it a social media fast or whatnot for, I think it may have been like a month and a half or so. And I was just like, let me just see like if I learn anything by coming away from social media, because it has been a big trend talking about social media is the devil, social media is this, all the negative stuff, like you said. There was actually a book, I can't remember the name of it, but Charlemagne the God had recommended this book that was talking about social media. And I just heard him talking about the book, but I didn't read it. But I will say it is a big distraction. And I don't know, is it Mark Zuckerberg, the makers of, Facebook and Twitter and all that, came out and said that you use an algorithm to make people, get addicted and come back and just scrolling, and you could sit there and spend like hours.
Exactly.
And, like, your actual family is sitting here next to you that could be gone tomorrow, like, and just sitting here, you're just sitting there scrolling. But me too, Zavita. I'm not gonna tell no tale. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me just see if this is a thing, if I am really addicted. And it was hard because I would pick up my phone and be like, oh, I deleted the app. What should I do? Like,
you actually deleted it. You were serious.
I took it off my phone because like it was just like second nature. You pick up the phone and you go here, you see what everybody else doing. But I will say I read more. I downloaded the Audible app.
Listen to him in the background.
Yes. I downloaded the Audible app and I was listening to a book on the train instead of scrolling on Instagram, and it felt good. It felt, you know how they say comparison can steal your joy. So if you face, sometimes I can get on social media and Facebook and I'll admit that like I'll see my friends doing this or other people doing this, and I instantly go into give you what? Why you see me? I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta.
That is fine. That is fine.
Yeah, but
This is real life. This is real.
once upon a time, people sent Christmas cards. They sent birthday cards. You know, thank you cards. Now it's a text or a tweet and whatnot. You know, and that's a shame. That, you know, because it was fun back in the day of receiving a Christmas card or a birthday card. You know.
Agree, Chris. It's easier to use technology. Like, you know, if you pick up the phone and call somebody, they might have you on the phone too long. You're like, I'm just gonna send them this text real quick, or I don't really want to know what they got to say in response.
That's true. That's true.
I wonder what that was with the younger people with the text, and I'm like, well, why is it? So they'll text you in a hot minute, but they won't call. So that's it. I don't want to engage too long.
They gotta blew their cover. Yeah, see, if I call you, then you got a lot to say back to me. Like, I think this in a discussion.
Shame on you and shame on Sula.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think on the dark side of social media and whatnot, I think it's giving bad people a way to hook up with each other. I think a lot of the bad things that are happening today, you can be attributed to social media, because these bad groups, you know, especially the conspiracy people and nut people and whatnot, it gives them a way to hook up with each other. And once they get together, like one by themselves isn't bad, but you get a group of them together and they get emboldened to do stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff.
That's a really bad thing about social media. You know, it connects people now.
It does. And actually, they were saying on that the 60 Minutes program that these far left and these far right people are like only like 6 to 7% of the population.
Yeah.
But they what they post is it gets the most traction. And all the social media cares about is you on the screen. They don't care what you're on the screen looking at, as long as you're there, and then you can get they can get their advertiser dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it can be turned around for positive. I think you don't have to let the algorithm run us into negative stuff. We can run it into positive stuff.
Yeah,
I think it would require like more guidance from the makers of the apps, like people that can go on Facebook Live and like actually have like videos of shootings live and stuff like that. Like there's like there has to be some type of cutoff. You know what I mean? Like I have a business account selling my surgical caps that I make, and you can't do everything you can do on the personal account. So that's why I feel like if the makers of it, which they're totally capable of doing, but they like that people are addicted.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
A better handle on it, that, you know, promoted more positive things or restricted things that, you know, that are inappropriate. I think the app would be there would be more of a positive outlook.
I think so. You know, we just had that with that Memphis guy down here. I for some reason I thought I never done Facebook Live, but I thought there was a delay on it, and I thought the algorithm. For some reason, I think the algorithm is this mythical creature that's watching what everybody does on Facebook, and then when you do something crazy, that it automatically stops you. But as we've seen by that young man, it did not.
There's no restriction. That's why I said if the app has some type of just a little bit more control, it's way too much freedom for us, and we not. I mean, too much for the public. Like there has to be some type of.
Yeah. Sadly, Elon Musk, who's taking over Instagram, he's talking about taking off the filters.
You mean over Twitter?
Yeah. So instead of trying to make it better, I think he's trying to make it worse.
Well, I think I think he's trying to. I think Twitter, the platform of Twitter, is to actually be that you're supposed to get to say what you want. I think we're policed a lot. I don't think everybody gets to say what they want to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he seems to want to go that way and whatnot. Whether it's true or not, which is bad, I think now it's okay if you're going to put good, valid information out there, but just to intentionally put lies out there. And the thing about it, some people are going to believe that stupid stuff. You can put the moon is made out of cheese and whatnot, and some people believe that because they read it on the internet. And I think that's not.
Now, I didn't know that Sula says Elon Musk is pro-Trump supporter. and it will only get worse. Well, let me. Okay, so the prime
That's
thing
what I was
is
saying. I was like, he wanted to change it, he could. Like Sula said, that's what the viewers want. Like he's not thinking about positivity, great outlook, helping people. What are people mental status after they're on this app? Not his goals. He not thinking about that. Like he thinking about what would get more viewers, what would get people more addicted, what would make this app more successful. The successful in his hands is, just more people and more people wanting it. Like,
yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. I heard now it's going to be a paid platform. I don't know how successful that's going to be. I'm not trying to pay for nothing, but I guess some people are. So the thing like with Kyrie Irving, did that happen before Elon took over Twitter or after?
I think Kyrie got in trouble for what he
took over that just happened. I think he was already had took over.
Yeah,
he had taken over. He had taken over because
but I think he got in trouble. He posted
That's a really good point,
that's supposed to be an anti-Semitic a movie or not. So that's what got him in trouble. One positive thing that I got to say about social media, which I think is a plus, it has really helped out in the cases of police brutalities and whatnot, because now all these cases where they've seen cops brutalizing black people, there's been somebody there with the phone to film it and put it out there. And that is one very positive thing about it.
Yeah, that is positive, because it's been going on all the time, but we didn't have the proof. And it's like, if you can't show it, it said Kyrie posted a link to a movie, and that's what got them in the uproar. Oh, please say okay. I will. Zabida. Does anybody else want to come up? Let me post a link. Ooh, again. Ooh.
I do think that it has some positive aspects as far as connecting people.
Can y'all hear Stephanie?
Yes, she said it has some positive aspects as far as connecting people. She gonna come on camera, or she's gonna stand back there?
Absolutely not.
That's all right. That's all right. You got that beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm.
They can hear you.
Thank you. But I also takes away from time. Like, we'll find ourselves strolling where we could be eating dinner or asking our kids how their day was, or there's so many other things we could be doing versus being occupied by watching social media.
Yeah. And I think that sadly, I think what it is it's enslaved people and whatnot, And that old said it's a bad thing when your slave becomes your master. And I think sadly we might be moving that way as far as social media is concerned. It was a thing that when it first came about, we were using it, but it's starting to use us now.
Exactly.
How would everyone feel if there was no more social media?
Oh yeah, they go nuts. They lose their mind. Yeah, you're right. What happened? What would happen if we had to go back to the old ways?
We would actually.
There was some where something happened with it was like Facebook, WhatsApp, like you couldn't use it. It was only for 20 minutes or something, and everybody was going crazy.
I do remember that it was like a major thing. Like, oh, it don't work. It don't work. I mean, I didn't know at the time because I don't use it like that. But and I wanted to ask you also, what else did you notice after your social media fast? What else did you know? What else did you notice? Did you know anything?
I felt like I felt a little more happier, because I will say, social media, I compare myself a lot. That could be personal, but I also feel like a lot of people on social media, you see your friends doing this, I was judging or comparing my life to other people when this is like my real life, but this is like controlled content that they're showing me.
So that's a real thing. I hear that said, but that's a real thing.
Yeah, but they're giving me the highlights of their life. But when you're looking at it, you like, oh wow, look at them, like they doing this and they always happy and they doing good in their career, and look at their marriage and her wife always taking pictures and da. But it's controlled content, and people with the most likes and the happiest pictures and beautiful things could be miserable, and you never know. So it's we are really trying to compare our life to somebody else's life when it's controlled content. Exactly.
And I heard that, but I just like, oh, well, they just saying that. I didn't realize that, and they were saying also like,
admit that like sometimes I do look, be on social media. I'm like, dang, they this, they that, they this, and comparing yourself is the best way to steal your joy. Like it's
Yes.
I learned that I don't do
Yes.
it as much as I used to. Like it's
That's the said. Never compare people to yourself. You'll always see those lesser and greater than yourself. So yeah.
I'm gonna put up some of these comments. I'm sorry. I'm gonna read some. It says, okay. So Sula said, I won't get into how I feel about that, but one group of people has made it so that they can never be called. Yes. I know y'all seen Dave Chappelle's monologue on SNL. Oh, genius, just pure genius. I was like, that man's mind is awesome.
Okay.
Hey, tell me, does anybody know what's this influencer? What is that? What does an influencer do? Apparently, they make money at it, but they do.
They influence people. They influence people in a particular way. So let's say I do hair. So I do my hair on the camera, and then other people see me do my hair, and they say, "Oh, well, her hair comes out nice. What products is she using?" And then that's where it gets into the advertisement. Well, I use ABC on my hair, not telling you that ABC is the one that's sponsoring them. And another thing they ain't telling you is that if they just woke up in the morning and washed their head with water, it would still come out the same way. But you go through, you buy all these products, you wonder, what's wrong with my hair? It's not coming out like this.
So does ABC give them money?
Yes.
You get like so much money from like how many likes you get, how many so my the lady that does my locks, my loctician, she has an account where she got so many likes on her reel that like they pay her for like so many likes that she get, and she just posts videos. Like you said, she posts videos. She'll take a video of how my hair look when I come in the salon. She'll post a video of me of washing my hair, and then she get paid for posting these videos.
Do you get revenue from that? You get a discount on the, I'd be like, I need a discount on the service because I'm in your reel. And that's Instagram, right? That she's on?
Yes.
Instagram, okay.
I can see that she has a business. She's providing a service. But what does an influencer do?
Well,
influencing people to come get their hair done by her, or influencing people to get their hair like this, to get locks. It's just watching videos that's going to, it's advertising. It's going to influence somebody to do whatever I'm showing you.
Oh.
I emailed your mom the link.
Watching TV all day. I think social media is different from watching TV because we know the TV is actors or actresses, and sometimes when you're on social media, you actually like know these people. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. One benefit of social media is we are learning stuff in real time now. Yes. Okay. The Bible says she learns recipes, new dances, and
new dances.
Yes, that's very important. I've done some handiwork around the house. I've fixed car doors.
Yeah.
I have learned from social media.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure is
the user thing. It's how you use it. Like you said, if you search for recipes and things like that, it's all about how you get what you put into it, So if you get on there and you're looking at, because it'll take you down a rabbit hole. If you look at one video, it'll take you to more videos like this. So it's definitely about how you use it.
It's how you because I could be in there because you might see a video of something you've never heard of before. Then well, let me go research that, and I watch the next video and the next one and the next one. And you're right.
So I guess the bottom line is it all depends on how you use it.
Who's crying in the car?
Yeah.
Who's crying in the car?
He gonna cry when he get in the car though.
He'll cry when he get in the car.
Yeah, I just want to know. I cannot wait for your feature.
Feature
on the show with you, whatever y'all discuss with Tia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's going to be very exciting. I did want to do something pro and con, but I was told not to discuss politics.
And Joan did remind me that I did agree when she agreed early on, and I was trying to chicken out, but I did agree. She reminded me Sunday. So I was like, "You're right, Joan." You're
Yeah,
absolutely.
you did agree. You did agree.
I
But I
did.
understand if you feel a particular way. I would love for you to come up because I think everybody has an interesting story to share. You don't know what can inspire somebody else.
This is true. I'm young though. I'm my granddad said I gotta keep living.
That
Mm.
got nothing to do with it. I mean,
I'm letting them know I ain't did nothing yet.
you haven't what? Are you kidding? Your field is
Oh no,
amazing. Being a nurse, yeah, that's awesome.
you have
I
done
mean,
a lot, Shay. You've done a lot.
yes, you have. You've done a lot. You've done a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, look at some of your peers. I mean, and I'm sure that you are like maybe one of a few
Mm.
in your group because I know there's not. I mean, I know there's a lot of Black nurses, but I mean, you have a real specialty, don't you? What's your specialty?
Oncology.
Yeah, that's some heavy duty. Yeah, cancer is a monster, and just to be able, I don't know how you do it. I went with my mother to chemo when she had it. Yeah, you all are special people. I don't know how y'all.
It's the God in me.
See, amen. You know where it comes from.
Though. I must admit, I shed some tears this morning. Had a conversation with a patient about this being his last days, chemo not working. I went in the bathroom, God is my witness, shed a couple tears, and went back out. Like,
See,
all right.
see, that's why I work in the field that I work in because I cannot do patient care. Ain't no way in the world. I have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, but you're working in an interesting field too, Yvette. I think that's
good point, Zubaida.
Me too. I feel the need to travel with. Yes.
Yeah, it's like I want to see what's they're like. Oh, they doing this, and you forget what's going on in your real world. Like, I can't do that right now. Like,
exactly. And sometimes your pocketbook don't support it, but I'm gonna go on a trip anyway. But you're gonna regret it later.
You see what they do? Influence you. It's influencer. They
influencing. So that's not nice.
Follow
well, that's sibling rivalry is something else, man. I'm telling you.
That's right. Press the like button.
Yeah.
Hey, Shayla, how you doing?
Yeah. Sibling rivalry.
Oh, you wouldn't survive. You want to come up and talk about it? Let me drop the link. Come up and talk about how you wouldn't survive. It's like breathing for you, huh?
Shayla, I don't see the like button, Tia. Where the like button?
You have to come out. Yeah, you probably don't have to do it after. You'd have to come out, and it's goofy. YouTube should have a better system. I dropped the link. Anybody that wants to come up, I would love to hear.
I have enjoyed this. I'm not leaving the chat, but I'm gonna come out.
Okay, all right, you're gonna drop down. Okay, thank you so much for coming up. I'm looking forward to our interview or a conversation, as my father said. He said interview is too harsh.
Yes, like a partnership. I like that. Like we just chit chatting, just a little chit chat. Feels like less pressure. Yeah,
less pressure. Okay.
You have to prepare for an interview. Conversation, You're right.
I need help with using better words so you all will get me on point. Thank you. Conversation. Okay.
That's what we're gonna do. Do family first, and then when you start doing other people, you'll be expert.
Okay. All right.
I'm
you so much.
It's coming out of off the screen.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Does anybody else want to come? Oh, what is this? Okay.
You can drop out and come back in.
Well, she's not there, but if she clicks the link again, she can come up. Okay. Okay. Sula said that is true, Shay. My chat is delayed. I'm sorry, Tia. Is it your connection? Okay. See. Encourage Georgians to get out and vote. Oh, okay. Do we have any Georgians in the house? Get out and vote. It's very important.
Yeah,
you're trying to start something about it. Don't get me in trouble now.
No. That's right. The recall, not the recall. The runoff is in Georgia. So I do encourage people to vote. It's always it's your civic duty. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember back in the day they used to teach a course in high school that was called civics. And
I didn't have that.
Yeah, for whatever reason they took it out of school, and they never should have done that because it talked about politics, and the importance of voting and whatnot. And I think like it's a lost art now. Like I think the young people today, they don't realize that there are rights that we have today that are constantly under assault. You know, they like the Supreme Court took away one right, a right that people had had for 50 years, and the Supreme Court took it away. There are and they aren't through, and they aren't through. Just be aware that if you do or not, you know, vote like you're.
I'm going to mute you for a second because you got something coming. But I think we got young people out in here. I'm going to mute her for a second. So that's the Tia. Isn't that Tia?
Hey.
But, can you talk to the young people and tell them, because a lot of them are disillusioned. They don't feel like, and some of them are not so young. They feel like my one vote, you know, I didn't vote in this election, and it didn't affect it either yay or nay.
No.
So how can you? Yeah, we got a cat. Yeah, somebody got a cat. Let me. I'm gonna turn the mic back on.
Yeah.
That was me. You can hear my cat. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get a brief word in before I get back to work. Dad, can you hear me? What's up?
Yeah. You're fine. What happened, Tia?
Nothing. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. I never did a StreamYard before.
Yeah,
it's my dream.
We can hear you. Can you let us know what your thoughts of voting are? Your stance on voting? Voting.
Well, I did vote like my whole time I was able to, and then up until this election, I've never not voted.
Oh, great.
I had voted mostly Democrats for the this is, you know, I have some very unpopular opinions. I don't want to put that out there first. We might have to do Tia Tuesdays.
This is a free space.
I don't know. Some comments and stuff I heard, I'm like, I got the worst opinions. Maybe we have to do me one night for 30 minutes, Tia Tuesdays, the unpopular segment. The unpopular segment, get people's heart rate up, get people disputing. That's what kind of content I bring. So
that's the content that's gonna bring the please rate, comment, and subscribe.
Right, exactly. You got to keep saying that. I'm gonna put you in the algorithm that you was just talking about. Anyway, back to the voting. This is probably the first election that I have voted in, because I voted and then I stopped. I can't even get my words out. This gets my heart rate up, because like I'm not gonna put that much. I don't care. I'm gonna vote either way now. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I used to vote Democrat. I voted Democrat my whole life, with the family, with the Black people, because it was what we were supposed to do. Even though stuff stuck out in my head like, this don't make no sense. Like, I'm just gonna, you have to vote Democrat. If you're Black, you have to vote Democrat. That is the you know, what they expect. But then I started realizing that there's certain policies, if you dig, which everybody calls me a conspiracy theorist, but I just look under rocks. I look under rocks. I look under where they telling you not to look. When they pointing in one direction, I look in the other direction. And then when I started to look, I saw that there was policies that they're in control of that wasn't very beneficial to our people. And if you're not careful and you don't look closely, you could get caught up in just doing it over and over again. Just like, we got to do it. You see a Black face, you see something that Black people are like sheep. We just go. They tell us to go this way, we get herded that way. They tell us to go this way, we get herded that way. And nobody's really thinking it through. So I vote now by policy instead of party. And I still never, and I'll be honest, I never voted for Donald Trump, and I never voted Republican. Okay. This election will be probably the one coming up, 2024, will probably be one that I'm really going to be scratching my head about. Okay. You know what I mean? Just like, and I did not vote for Donald Trump. This last election, I was on the fence, so I voted independent, which Dad says, oh, that's a vote for Donald Trump. If you vote independent.
I agree with you. We should not be on the Democratic plantation. They should have to give us something for our vote. Black people are the only people who don't require anything for their vote. And then when we ask for something for our vote, they look at us like we're crazy. We have to vote for what's best for us. I gotta take care of myself.
And it's time for us to like stand up for something. We do not stand up for nothing as a people. We just We just keep on taking it and taking it and taking it and then recording stuff. And look at them, they killing us. Look at them, they killing us. Look at them, they in the Capitol. If that was black people, they would have stormed it.
Oh,
If they would have, no, they said if it was
dead.
black people, we would have killed, they would have shot them down. Well,
Yes,
you know,
no problem.
right. But also you sit in the second wave then, and I said that before. They shot us down. All right, you don't just give up and be like, oh, we can't do nothing. We don't stand up. So what, they gun us down? Okay, it's war. There's going to be casualties. But stand up for something. For Christ's sake, we don't stand up for nothing. And that's why we keep on getting what we get. We gotta form some type of army.
Nobody's willing to die. You have to be willing to die. And are you willing to die? That's the thing. I mean, that's a scary thing. Are you willing to put your life
that's
on
what
the
it comes
line?
down to. That is what it comes down to. Like, but like Dad always tell me, yo, people have tried to fight the government before. It's not gonna, and it's true. We don't even have a way to even start. So this election, back to the election, we just gonna, we're gonna have to see. We have to really put it to the test this time. I hope people don't get caught up with just what happened last time, because look at what happened to gas prices. I'm sorry, you can see the difference. We do have a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of stuff that I wasn't worrying about a couple years ago.
I think Democrats because of the gas prices.
No, I don't think that one party is responsible for that. I don't think that one party is responsible, but I do think that we mentioned influencers previously. We did mention influencers. There are influencers that influence people to do certain stuff. So yes.
Absolutely.
You're 100% right. You vote however you want. And you're right. You vote for the party that have your. One thing about politics, they all, but there is a lot of people say that there is no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. I think if you look a little closer, you'll see that. And one of the main that I noticed about the two parties, Republicans seem to want to take it away from you. Democrats seem to want to give things to you and whatnot. And I don't know how you slice it. If you look at it, you'll see that that's the way it goes and whatnot. The Republicans are always trying to take something. They call it being conservative and whatnot. And of course their mantra is, the Democrats are giving people stuff and they're making them lazy. I think, in my opinion, those are the main differences between the two. And again, like you say, you vote for whoever you vote for. You vote for who you think is going to do you the best good. But in my lifetime, the Republicans have done me much more damage than the Democrats have. So I vote Democrat. Now, if it ever changes, then yeah, I don't just vote because I've always voted that way. I vote for the people that's gonna help me.
Now I will say this: when it comes to politics, I feel like the more you take from the government, the more they're going to be in your business. So that's why I kind of feel like I don't want you to all in my business, because I know whatever you give me, you're not giving me out the goodness of your heart. Something's going to come with that. Something's going to be attached to it. I'd rather just do it on my own and you're not in my business. Because then you're going to give me a few dollars and then you want to regulate everything I do. These poor people with that PPP money and all that stuff, they said people that, they act like they was giving them something, and now they're going to end up, some of them, spending years in jail.
If they abuse it, talking about being in business and whatnot. I would much rather have somebody being in my financial business than be in my personal business. I don't need you in my bedroom, to see who I'm loving, or in my body to tell me how to treat my body. Now, how much more invasive can you get, than that?
Well, that's right. You shouldn't be in my body. So there's things that are with my body that you shouldn't even be regulating. That should just be the healthcare field or whatever field. You shouldn't be in that.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't know. You vote for whoever you think is going to do good, no matter which it is. Far be it for me to tell anybody how to vote, and I'll leave it.
Oh, somebody said stop. They said stop the L word.
Who said that?
Devanya, please get in here. Devanya, get up here and say something. Put your avatar up and get up there.
Drop the link again. Wait a minute. Let me say, not the rich people who they forgave their debt.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. They forgave the rich people their debt.
Got their debt forgiven, although the Republicans are trying to take that back. I'm glad some people some people, not everybody, but anybody that gets their debt forgiven. I'm glad. Now, some people didn't get it done, and you can't do anything about that. But the good for the ones whose debt did get forgiven. You know, I wish it had been me, but it wasn't. But good.
You don't get me talking about reparations. Don't get me. Okay, I'm not going there. Okay.
I want to know what your stance is on reparations, though, Yvette. I do want to know what your stance is on reparations, because that is another area where we all divided in. I'm all for
do reparative justice directly related to slavery. We don't have generational wealth. We are due reparative justice. And we are the world, not colored people, Black Americans, American descendants of slavery. Because we were the ones that were harmed.
Yeah,
that's right.
It would be nice if reparations happen. So you guys can get off that. That's wasting energy. It's not going to happen.
I know it's not going to happen, but I will say we're entitled.
But what if it did happen? What if it actually did happen? Like, are we prepared for that too? Because I have some inside knowledge that, like, it's gonna not be the traditional 40 acres and a mule that everybody's talking about. But like, there is some stuff in the pipeline that I've heard. I ain't gonna bring it to this channel yet. Yeah, I gotta slow roll y'all into these things. But we are entitled, and I want it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Black people need to stop. We ain't never gonna get it, and just move on and do for ourselves." But like, we the only ones that don't got that like leg up, like you said, that generational wealth, Yvette. Everybody else have a leg up. They want us to go get it from the mud, But like, these people that got it from the mud supposedly got rich granddaddies, rich this, passed on this business to them, passed on in that, and now they want to tell us who never had a hand up to go get it from the mud. Well, I will go get it from the mud after you pay me my money.
That's right.
Run me my money and my mule, and I will get up out of here and let y'all do y'all while we do us. And get our land back and become a tribe and plant food and live together without the interference of other people in our business. Mm-hmm. As a Black people, we need to go somewhere, and segregation is what we need. I know that sounds weird and everything like that, but we never asked to be integrated. We need to go handle our affairs as Black people over here. Yeah, we like y'all and everything like that. And yeah, Black Lives Matter and all that, right? But like, we got some problems that need to be handled internally. Mm-hmm. From the wackest Black man to the smartest, most wonderful one. Leave us over here and let us deal with what we got to deal with our people. If they got to get beaten,
because if they get us all in one place, you know what they're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna deal with those who need dealt with. That's why we need some strong leaders, which we do not have. Which they making sure we don't have none of those. Like, ugh. But anyway, I got to jump off because I am working from home, and I gotta go. What?
I said, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it again. And Dad, you look great. Keep it up. Now, Devanya, Devanya, I'm looking for you to get up in here and say something. She can make it happen.
Yeah, that picture just like your mother. I thought that was the mother to come up. Now, okay. Definitely time for me to go. If I get that one more time in life, I guess it's over. I'm my mother, I guess. It's over. Great, thanks a lot. Now I'm leaving. Thanks, Yvette. Love y'all.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. I'm sorry. I don't know who is. Well, I don't watch the news. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Sule. Why don't you want to come up, Sule? I'm going to drop the link again. It says they forgave hers, but she don't want people to get student loans reduced. A true hypocrite. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to look her up.
Come on up and let's talk.
Oh, she is gonna be there. She got gonna get beat. What she said? Tia gonna get us all arrested and have the black helicopter. That's a good one.
But that's good. Again, on that reparation thing, it would be nice if they gave us reparations, but it's not gonna happen. And like I said, it's just wasted energy, Move forward. Don't hang around, following pipe dreams or going down rabbit holes.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say the word like Dave Chappelle said, the two words you're not supposed to say together. The whatever. Yeah. But they never tell them to leave it behind. They never tell them, that's in the past. They never say that to them, and I don't understand why they say it to us. And ours is it affects us daily. But I won't get on that.
They didn't get reparations. They didn't get reparations. As far as I know, anything that maybe was stolen from them was maybe given back, but I don't remember them getting reparations. Now, I think the Japanese got some reparations, and I will agree. Any slaves that are alive today, yeah, give them reparations.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch
because
that.
they can't go back. That's yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. And the thing about it, it's up to you now to make it. Make it on the best you can and whatnot.
Well, I do know.
And you better hope that they don't like the courts now. They're talking about. That's what I'm saying. The Supreme Court, and right now they're kicking around the idea of removing affirmative action. Now, and if they did that and let it go back to the way it was before, then yeah, we're in big trouble. In big trouble, because then there's hiring discrimination again.
Yeah,
young people don't.
They got a whole country called Israel. So yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know how I feel about the Voting Rights Act. I told you. How I feel about what did you say? Affirmative action.
Even that, I'm telling you, even if that, they might get the chance. They might even repeal that. As a matter of fact, they did repeal a part of the Voting Rights Act, and that's what allowed these states to start all this frackle-knackle bull that they're doing now. The way that they're playing around with the right to vote. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you don't vote. Things like that happen, and believe me, it can get a lot worse. I think, not sadly. It is what it is. The young people of the day, they don't realize how it was back in the day. I think that's what it is. I think there's an old saying that goes, people that forget history are doomed to repeat it. And I think young people ought to realize that. That was some real bad stuff going on back in the day. And if they're not, they could come back again.
But the older generation has to talk to the younger generation. They have to tell them, if you don't share the information with them, how are they going to know? Yeah, and I know you tell them to go read a book. We know they're not checking for books.
Well,
so if they have to get the information from the older generation.
Yeah, there's a lot. They have a whole lot to lose. Not a whole lot to lose. Yeah.
We have bigger problems ahead than voting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, you have to share the information with the younger people. They're not going to seek it out. To be honest, when did you start getting knowledgeable about? Were you always knowledgeable about voting? Or did you get more knowledgeable as you got older?
No, to tell the truth, I didn't vote. The first time I voted was when Ronald Reagan ran for president. It scared me. He scared me.
That was the first time you voted?
That was the first time I voted.
Wow.
I was one of them ones, my vote doesn't count and whatnot. What good does it do to vote? They're going to do what they're going to do. But when Ronald Reagan ran, it scared me so much that I said, hey, this guy is scary. So I better, vote and try to stop him. It didn't do any good. And it made me almost stop voting because I voted and it didn't work.
It didn't work. Okay.
I said no. From then on, I started voting every year and whatnot. But
so you're a reformed non-voter. So you can really talk to this. You can really talk to those people who say that my vote don't count.
Yeah.
And Sue said there's no bigger problem than voting. There is no bigger problem than voting, Tia. And the Bible says families of previous. Yeah, we have families of previous slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, that is interesting. Now, see, I thought you, as soon as you got 18 and you got your right to vote, I thought you was at the booth every what's a frackanackle? I thought you was there. What is that? Am I saying it right? Frackanackle? What's that?
That's Tom Joyner's show. He used to have one of his hosts on his, and one of his saying was Frackanackle Bull.
Frackanackle Bull. Oh.
What's the deal, Pickle?
Wow, that is hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, so okay. Does anybody else want to come up, or we're gonna we're calling it a night? I was hoping that we had somebody really pro or really con, but like you said, it can be used either way. And social media can be used either way, and it's up to us to use it in that way. We have to guard our eyes and our ears and watch what we view. We have to also, like Jasmine was saying, don't compare ourselves to other people. We have to also realize it's a tool. It's a tool to sell us stuff.
Oh, that's very good. It's very good summation. Very good. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I think next week, because it's the holiday week, I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to join me. But my next week comment is going to be things that you definitely should not put in a sweet potato pie. So y'all can tell me what you should put, and what you should not put in a sweet potato pie. And I want to thank you all for joining us. And y'all have a good night.
Good.
Thank you.